Oh boy, 3 men in a basement tonight to talk about Terrificon. Have we become hoarders? Have we become collectors? I don't know. Chin, you got to hit a disclaimer because I don't know what's going to happen, especially with some of these.
The following program is rated TV MALS. It contains strong language and sexual situations. It is intended only for mature audiences.
All right.
I gotta go now. Mature audience. I'm out.
You're out. What is up, everybody? I'm so happy to be here. 3 Men in the Basement Live. We have not done a live show since the 9th floor at Terrificon. I mean, Chinmo did a great video. We have the Grand Poobah himself, Mr. Terrificon himself. Mitch is here to talk about it. And we have so many things to go over and just to have a great time addressing the amazing weekend, which actually culminates the ending of the Summer of Otto. Like, that is like when it kind of comes to an end. And it's just been unbelievable for this this con. And I'm going to tell you, it never seems to amaze me about one surprise that I have. And I'm going to talk about that later on. But as we get everybody in the chat, I just want to thank Mitch for jumping out with us. I know you're very busy, Mitch. You've been on other channels.
Yeah,
thank you very much for hanging out tonight.
You're welcome. I actually got snippy at somebody who wanted me to come on their show, and I said, "Look, I've done on 8 of these things in the last week. I'll give you 1 next week, and then I'm done. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. Tin, good to see you, my friend. You dropped a video yesterday. It's got so much heat on it. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, great haul.
Just doing great. Talking about your haul and your video and everything. So that was really, really good. So, leading up to Terrificon, you guys, we gave you lots of lead-in videos, and you know what? Uncle Frank really says that this is important. So
that's my favorite thumbnail that we have.
It really is a good thumbnail. It really is.
It was good. I watched your checkpoints survival guide, whatever it was called.
Yes.
I learned something from you guys. I mean, that's how I learned years ago about the map not looking good on the website. I still can't figure out how to get the PDF just right. I don't know.
It looked good this year. It looked great.
Well, it's just the low res one. Again, we're talking, nobody cares, but I'm just saying the low res one, that when you look at it, the JPEG doesn't. So I put a link like click here for the high res JPEG, and that seems to work and everything. But it is what it is. But that's minor. That's minor stuff,
like the little stuff underneath it. But overall, it was just amazing. And we're gonna get into.
It was drama. It was almost drama free before you told me your story tonight. But but
that doesn't bother you. You know what I mean? But it's very funny because sometimes you're like, how was it? It was fine. It went smooth. There was not like nobody got into an argument. Neil Adams didn't argue with anybody.
No, it normally does go like without any incidents or something like that because we're pretty good at like fixing the stuff behind the scenes that you guys don't see. And even with that, it wasn't that major. I mean, you had one movie actor that had to catch a flight on Sunday instead of Monday, and I had to scramble to get a limo at like 12:30. Where am I going to whip that out of my butt? But I got that taken care of, and lines were not an issue this year. We had everything under control, like how to get people in and out. And I do like how I did mention it on my page. All the reviews, or 99.9% that I see, people keep saying these few words that stand out, these key words like, it's so well organized. I love Terrificon. It's well organized. Everybody knows what's going on. It's well, and I go, what is this well organized thing? It's kind of like, well, he's got a pretty face, but he's ugly other than that. I'm like, what does that mean? Is that a compliment? And then the response I got from people were like, no, bro, it is a compliment. You take it for what it is.
Yes,
and then
yes.
Why? What has happened at these other shows? And then I got an earful. People were sending me novels about, you wouldn't believe what happened here, and this is how they screwed this up, and that's how they screwed it. And I'm like, whoa. I'm glad I guess I am glad that I do it well organized, because I saw some stuff. I'm like, is that true? This happened here. And this is
I've been to many different cons, and it's crazy how unorganized / uninformed the staff, everybody else is, and it creates just a whole cluster of a mess for everybody.
I know, man.
Doesn't
and
happen
it's like
at your show.
And some of the simple things I was telling people, they're like, oh, security bag checks. I'm like, dude, that's easy. You just do this, this, and this. And the line stuff that I've maybe dealt with over the years, so it's not an issue anymore. But when I hear it at other things, I'm like, no, this is how they got to fix it. Oh, they did this. All they got to do is this. There's simple solutions to a lot of these big con headaches that it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out,
Right.
You would think that.
I think we did a good job this year, man. I think
always you guys killed it.
Absolutely. 10 years. So, as we get started tonight, you guys, everybody, come on, like this video. We're talking about one of the best comic shows of the year. Like it, hit the notification bell so when we have Mitch on, or Chinmo does a video, or I do a video.
Yeah.
Subscribe so you know that, hey, the hallway party is on the 9th floor at 9:00. That was awesome.
I tried to get there. I saw it on a live stream. I was at the Country Bar on Sunday night, and I go, "Oh my god!" I told them I was going to be there at 8:00. So
there was a lot of people. There was a few.
It was on my floor, and I showed up late.
Yeah.
And you know what the funny thing is? I showed my wife the video afterwards. It was like, I don't know, like a Marx Brothers movie or something like that. It's an old reference, but you just kept bringing in guest after guest after guest. Yeah. And it's like, I'm like, where are all these people standing on the floor at the Mohegan Sun? And then at the end, you did a group shot, and there was like 20 people in the shot that were all guests on that thing.
Like just hanging out there. And it was so wild. So we took that back. And the last thing I want to say is, guys, please leave a comment below. Did you make it this year? Are you going to come next year? Have you been? What was the best memory that you have? Please, we love to hear that. This is what this show is all about, talking about all those great memories. And we're going to go over like who stopped by the booth, who picked up what Mitch saw, what we didn't see. A guy made a song about Terrificon, which was
I saw that. Yeah.
But it was just really was terrific. And I can't say that again leading up to it. But I do want to talk about Chin, give everybody a shout out before we talk about what's coming up. And then we'll talk about Terrificon.
Let me scroll up here really quick. As always, the man, the myth, the legend. This is John Big Daddy Ross. What's going on, my friend? We got Emerald Knight in here. Look at this guy with our
right, good dude right there.
I want to hear from Bob Stevenson. Bob, what bar was Scotty Young and CB and Umberto Ramos at? Damn it.
They were at is it Tom's? Is that the name of it?
Oh, Tom's Urban? That's where they were? Because I was at the Country Bar all night Saturday
night. Literally the one right up the stairs right there.
Yeah, I know. Damn it. I would have loved to hang out with those guys. No, I was at the other place till like 11:30, and then I moved on to another place.
Yeah, I popped in to say hi, and I was like, "Oh, you guys have friends?" And these guys, it was cool. Yeah,
that is cool.
Neil, welcome. I saw Neil for a little bit at Terrificon.
Yes, always.
We got Collecting History. I love the name, Collecting History. Great name.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
Yeah. All right. Please come up from North Carolina. I
know. Dude, we had people this year from Spain, Australia came back, England came in, and a couple of
the Canadians came. There was a bunch of guys.
Canadians were down. Yeah, it's amazing. I'm always like shocked when I see people from around the world coming in. I'm like, man, oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, I appreciate it, but I'm like, wow. I mean, I bitch and moan when I have to drive up to Plainville for CliffCon because it's an hour drive.
I know.
Yeah, this Sunday I'll be there.
Yes. Well, that's kind of funny you say that. Chin, are we done with the shout outs or?
Yeah, I mean, you guys keep talking through there. I'll keep highlighting everybody.
No, I'm reading all the comments. I see somebody just bought the first sketch cover.
I would say that was Josh. Noah, Broke Boy Comics, hooked him up with Ryan Santos. It was great.
Oh, Ryan's great, man. I love Ryan. He's been every year. Yeah. It's nice to see the same folks coming back year after year. And I liked how it all worked in with E-Rod in your booth. I mean, E-Rod's like, oh my God. I love E-Rod.
That was my design. That was brilliant.
He goes, oh, they messed up with my job, my booth layout. I go, there's nobody but me here, E-Rod. It was me. He goes, what? I said, I was, it's one guy, and I'm putting all the booths there, and I had it on a Post-it note, and I forgot about it. And next thing you know, he's like, hey, man, I'm not on the exhibitor list. I'm like, oh, crap. So I literally scrambled and fixed it in like a day. And it was
but Mitch, it was great having E-Rod because E-Rod is an old friend of ours. He was
I know.
And he made an absolute killing, and it was amazing. It was so awesome.
Did he really?
Oh yeah. I mean, he went through like 14 long boxes of dollars.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm telling you, like honest to God. And I tried to get him on tonight, but he was out. Tonight, but because he was so excited, and I looked at him and I go, because E-Rod and all of us on this YouTube platform go back, and it was just amazing because the people, it just flowed from E-Rod to us, and then all the way down
to the Turtles, down to Key Kwan. It was a good layout. Yeah,
absolutely.
I'll tell you what, I was shocked. I shouldn't be shocked. Well, I am a little bit. Because the guy that was set up in the middle, he came down from Canada, and he brought a tractor trailer full of comics. I have never had a vendor that big. He bought 6 booths from me, and I gave him the middle where I usually put the T-shirt guy. Dude, the guy, it was like a store. I know comic shops that don't have that many books. I was like, what is this?
I talked to him quite a bit. He bought some stuff off me.
Yeah, man. He had a huge setup, you know?
Yeah.
And I can't think of his name right now, but it was just...
Him and his wife and his kid.
Him and his wife. Yeah, very nice French-Canadian people.
Yeah.
That was that people. Oh, my God. That was wild.
It was just something to see, man. And that's another thing, too. I watch all these videos, not just a lot. And I put them on my, watch list on the Terrificon YouTube page. So if anybody ever wants to see some Terrificon videos from you guys and stuff, you go there and I list them all. This one guy, 3 of them, they did their very first video podcast, and they're part of the community, which is great because I hear them give shout outs to you guys. It's like, oh man, this was so great. I got to meet Otto and I got to meet Chingo, and I'm like, you guys are all like a cult now, you know?
Exactly.
Know each other. And wow. Yeah, and it's like you guys overlap. It's like crossover. You know those comic crossovers where they have like
right. You move over here,
the Fantastic Four, and it's kind of like 3 Men in a Basement appear on Broke Boy Comics and Lunch Money Comics.
Erod is hanging out over with 3 Men in a Basement.
Yeah, and it's just it's funny to watch because I go, look, they're crossing the streams. Very Gary's popping in onto this guy's show, and I'm like, holy crap, man!
Oh my God!
But one guy said, these guys that just did their very first video podcast, they go, oh man, I've never seen so much comic book vendors. He had more comic book vendors than Funko Pop vendors and this and that. And I'm thinking to myself, why were you there looking for Funko Pops? You were in the wrong shop for that store.
Yeah. No, it was
I put it out there. If there was a comic book that you wanted to find,
yes,
you could have found it. There was no way there wasn't any book that you couldn't find. There was so much books in that room this year.
Agreed.
It was insane, man.
And in the other rooms too. And it was
in the side rooms too. Yeah, I had books over there
absolutely.
Too. Yeah.
So I do want to talk about that, but I want to give a shout out to a few things that are happening.
Yeah, go ahead.
And this weekend, Cliff at Plainville. Let's all show up.
I'll be there
a little bit. Let's talk. Let's hang out. We'll talk what happened. It's just a great way to see everybody and talk to some vendors. And I think it's a great thing to do. But then in 2 weeks, we've got 2 things going on. One in New Britain, which I thought was really neat, and then another one in Massachusetts. But this is something that just came across my table, and Sean Comics_CT is setting up, and this is at the New Britain Museum.
One.
What's that?
Wrong thing.
No, what do you mean? Yeah.
Oh, is that the Wadsworth Museum?
This is this is called Fandom Fest at the Museum of Art in New Britain, Connecticut.
All right? Shit, I'll be out of town. Damn it.
Mitch, this would be a great double date for us.
It would have been, but my nephew's getting married, so I'm going to be out of town.
Oh my God. So this has been popping up on my feed, and I actually talked to the director of it. This has got comic books, it's got video games,
really,
it's got bar, food, and it talks about like pop culture.
Damn it.
And they're trying to bring it all to this amazing museum in New Britain. And please check it out. It's really neat. They've got tons of different foods. Like they've got like these turtle sliders, Chin, which was really neat. They've got drinks that were named after it. It's really, really awesome. And it should be coming through your feeds if you see it. So check that out. That's
so wait, Otto, it's going to be more than just, it's only one day for that event, but the art's going to be around for a
I think so. Longer. Like the pop art stuff will be
yeah,
you know what I mean? Because they're talking about fandom and pop art.
Well, I'll check it out. Definitely, man.
It seems really cool. And, they're trying to grow it, but I'll tell you, 6 to 10 o'clock is a lot of fun because
it's a nighttime show. That's cool.
No, and Bob Stevenson says they have a pulp cover collect. I think I've seen that exhibit years ago.
It's a pulp thing.
Yeah, years ago they had one up in Hartford. I went to when my kids were little. We're talking like 15 years ago. So maybe it's the same thing.
That was really neat. But then Chin, you will be where?
I'm going to be in Western Mass at the Western Mass Comic Book Show.
Nice.
I always want to go to the show, but it would always be the Sunday after our swap. But then something happened with the venue to where he had to switch. So now it's in September and I can go. So it's great.
I'm actually not going to be too far from there because I was like, wait a minute, it's
Greenfield
up in the corner, isn't it?
Kind of a little. Yeah, it's far out, and I mean it's like a 2-hour drive for me. And
yeah. I think I'm going to be because I know Jimmy, Boston Jimmy's going to be at that show. He just told me about it today.
Yes, he will. Yeah, he'll be out there. Buzz is a big sponsor of the show. It's Kit, amazing.
Yeah, I know Kit.
Yeah, Kit. His and Her Comics. I'm very excited to actually be able to go. So I will be out there basically all day. So I can't wait.
All right. Now,
that's
again,
a good one.
Again, very fun things that are happening in, fandom, geekdom, and just comic book stuff. So, one of the things that we always want to give you guys is things to do to bring you comic book fun, enjoyment, and just get out there and enjoy it. So these are all really cool things. So that's just been a lot of fun.
It's a great hobby. And even though I was disappointed, I got my pass to say for New York Comic Con, and they put on their website, check our vendor list out, and you could segment it how you want to search. So I clicked comics, find all vendors selling comics, and I'm not knocking them, but boy, it was maybe 8 to 10. And I'm like, I hope this is a mistake in the system. But I saw some of the names on there, and I go, no, those are comic vendors because they've been at my show. But that was it. And I'm like, that's not a lot of comic vendors,
No,
I know Barry Gary sets up in New York, and I know
he does. He was on the list.
Bigger guys there.
Yeah. But I'm also going to the week, and it's weird. The week after New York is Baltimore. Comic Con, which is like, dude, whatever.
Really?
So
they did them back to back?
I'll be at that show for 3 days. I'm working Franco's booth because he's set up as an artist, and I work his table, so I'll be there for 3 days. That's a lot of comics, man.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I was hoping to go to. I've never been to Baltimore. Always wanted to go.
Baltimore's a good show.
And this was going to be the year I was going to go. But my friend is getting married. Shout out, Chris.
Oh well, see,
was he the one that had the bachelor party at Terrificon?
He was the one that had.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
So shout out, Chris. Congrats, man. Can't wait.
No, man. No, Baltimore. I modeled Terrificon after Baltimore set up back in 2010 when I went there. I said, one day I'm going to do a show, and it's going to be like this because it's all comics, and artists, and maybe like 3 or 4 actors. That's about it. But I'm still trying to keep it under control.
No,
you kill it every year, man. You crush it every year.
So, as we go on, Mitch, what was attendance this year? Like,
and I know.
Like, I mean, did we?
Well, here's the funny thing. I know everybody worries about this stuff, like it's their money. Which I just go, do you want me to be frank with you? Are you paying for any of this? No, then what do you give a shit what I pay? So anyway, Friday's attendance was up. Saturday's was the same as last year.
Really?
Which I thought we were going to get a hit. And Sunday was up over last year because I get the numbers. And the first thing I do is grab last year's numbers and I go to compare. And I was like, wow. So the big bad wolf didn't do anything to me. Everybody's like, oh, you're going to run the sky's falling. And I'm like, no. It's not falling because I get the majority of my attendees come from Jersey, New York, Connecticut, and parts south actually, and around the world. So and the local area, Rhode Island and such. So we were fine. And I don't have the mega $300 autograph celebrities. So I was like, oh geez, everyone's gonna. The people that come to our show, the people that are in the community, guys like you, they're coming for comics. Okay, that's the star of the show. They're coming to meet Jonathan Hickman. They're coming to meet Mark Silvestri. They're coming to meet Chris Claremont, John Romita Jr., Humberto Ramos. That's the freaking thing. John East or Kevin Eastman. That's the freaking people, man.
It was amazing to listen to Humberto Ramos talk. It was amazing to listen to everybody just
Annie Nicente and Johnny Romita Jr. with Ralph Macchio, the editor. They had a great panel about Daredevil in the 80s and early 90s and such, and Chinmo's Eastman Q&A. This is what I'm talking about, man. Because people are like, you worried? I go, bro, no other show is putting the spotlight on comic book collectors and creators in the Northeast like we are here at Terrificon. That's just a fact, okay? They're all autograph shows. If that's what you like, go that way. If you want a pizza, go to a pizza restaurant. You want a hamburger, go to a hamburger joint. So if you want a comic book, you come to my show. You want a freaking autograph, you go over that show. So, I mean, I'm not worried. I don't care.
No, I know that. So as we get talking about all of our things, everybody needs to stop right now, put this in their calendar because it's out. We're
August 7th to the 9th. Yeah.
7th, 8th, and 9th next year. Like
tickets go on sale November 15th. Vendor and artist spaces go on sale after. People are like, wow, what is that? I see some shows they put vendor spaces on the same day the other show ends. I go, bro, I sell out every year. I'm not worried about it. I put them on in December. They're gone by like March. Okay. I mean, it's like corners are gone within the first 2 weeks. Artist Alley tables are gone in 3 weeks. I mean, I'm not sitting there going, oh my God, am I going to sell out? Yeah. I got a wait list a mile long. Whenever someone cancels,
what do we constantly say about when you release the blocks? Book it now.
Book it now, because listen, you can cancel 2 days before the show if you have to, and they'll give you your money back, 100% refund. Right. Okay,
you're not going to get it any cheaper. And
even if you don't. Yeah, even if you don't think you're definitely going to be there, maybe a friend of yours might
book as long as you want, because it's just a deposit. And I can't tell you, a month before, people are like, Otto, it's $800 for Saturday night.
No, it's not $800. It's called supply. Let me explain some high school economics to you.
Yes.
It's called supply and demand. Supply and demand. When they open it up, there's like so many rooms they give me. The other rooms they hold off for the what do you call it? The arena. So if they have a big rock concert or something, they got to give those people places to stay too. And then the other third, they give it to the high rollers and the people that come in and like to game and stuff. They're not going to turn away their main customers. So I get a third of the population. So when they go on sale, if you think you're coming to Terrificon with your buddies, book the damn room, because I don't want to hear about it, because they call me too and go, oh my God, it's $700. It wasn't $700 in November. It wasn't $700 in December, maybe even January. But you got to remember, the vendors are booking rooms. The fans are booking rooms. Yes. I have my block that I'm taking care of too, because I got to put the artists and the actors and, my staff places too. So, yeah, don't hesitate. Put that on your checklist.
I book it the day it starts, the day you drop them, and it's I don't have to think about it again.
And honestly, if you do come in like 3 weeks before, man, and you the $800 rooms, look, the Holiday Inn's right down the street. It's like $180, maybe $150 a night. They got shuttles that go back and forth, so you can party all night.
There are other
shuttles, man. Yeah. And then there's the Hyatt, which joined up this year. They never were part of it before, but they had competitive rates. And then I knew a couple people got a what do you call those things? Not an Airbnb. Yeah. And they rented a house. I saw one video. One of your guys in the community rented a house.
Yeah.
And they had like 5 or 6 guys in a house for like 2 or 3 days, and they hung out, and they could walk to the show. They said it was barely like a half a mile away. I was like, well, there you go, man. There's ways around this stuff,
and that is kind of what we talk about. And we, again, for the survival guide, what we do, like, we try to tell you guys this because we want to get everybody there. 3MIB, Mitch, Terrificon, we're all about bringing everybody together and having an amazing time. Like,
and I'll tell you this, staying at the hotel is great, because as we just see from some of these comments, you get to bump into freaking Humberto Ramos and Scotty Young at a bar and talk to them. You get to go downstairs and shoot craps like Chimo and I did with Scott Snyder last year, and I lost his money on him. I mean, this is fun stuff, man. I was watching Kevin McGuire running by me with some Johnny Rockets at like 11 o'clock at night. And
yes. They're everywhere. Where's the picture?
I actually, Saturday morning, before I even got to the con, I rode down in the elevator with Eastman and his wife, Courtney.
Yes.
They were on my floor.
I'm just looking at Josh's comics. Can we get Adam Hughes? Already had him. Can we get David Mack? Already had him. Jenny Frischen, been trying to get her for 10 years now, because her brother-in-law is Tim Seeley, and Tim's been at my show at least 4 or 5 times, and I always say, bring your sister-in-law. And I don't know who Natalie Sanders is, so forgive me. So let me educate me on Natalie.
She has a lot of cool variant covers, a lot of exclusive.
Oh, does she? Okay, so Josh's comics, they're on the list. And you guys could send me lists too, because I literally go around to shows and go up to people's tables with a checklist on my phone and talk to people and say, hey, I had 20 people ask me to come to Terrificon, and they're like, really? I'm like, that's how I get people. That's how I get staff.
I think every show I'm at that isn't Terrificon, when I'm talking to like artists and stuff like that, I'm like, hey, are you doing this? They're like, no, I've wanted to. I've done that. I'm like, reach out, because they'll put you on there.
I'll put you on the list. Yeah, I got no problem with that, because it's what you got. You're the customer. If it was up to me, it would just be Jerry Ordway all day. What are you going to do?
It was great. But, oh, my God. Chris Claremont, just awesome.
Claremont, I'll tell you, people coming back already next year. Claremont's like, I'll be here next year. I'm like, Jesus, God, Chris, it's the 4th year. But the guy gets a line every time.
And they wait
for him, and he has good stories, and he does panels. I mean, he's a gold mine. What are you going to do? It's Chris Claremont.
Yes, and they want to hear it.
I used the VIP pass from Broke Boy Comics. Thanks, buddy. To cut the line.
Mitch, what a great idea that is. That is part of the VIP process.
And I limit it too, because people like to, I'm like, no, man, only 300 people get VIP passes, and you can use it once a day. You can't abuse it. And trust me, when that line is freaking long, it's nice to walk right up and get it and then get the hell out of there and do other stuff.
Oh my God, that was awesome. But Mitch, I gotta tell you something. I'm gonna defer this to you because I pimped Terrificon. I have all right, so I'm going to show this real quick. Can you highlight me real quick? Highlight me. I'm going to
highlight that guy.
I'm going to make Mitch decide what I'm going to
highlight this guy, man.
All right,
just cut you off. You don't want to cut you off.
This has been a project I've been working on since Baltimore pre-COVID. Okay. And this has been sketches. One of them was done at Baltimore. The Better A Bill was done at Baltimore.
Okay.
The Hoarding was done at Terrificon, and I waited in line for 3.5 hours to get the
logo for
Simonson to do these sketches. Okay, so those are my 3 sketches. I need a 4th one.
Wait, you got all 3 of these this year?
No. Better A
Oh.
Bill was done at Baltimore pre-COVID. Okay,
Right.
Odin was done 2 years ago. Chin. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Loki was done this year.
Where'd you get the old Marvel letterhead from back in the 80s and 90s?
That was where I got the Christmas card from. That was gifted to me from the employee that worked there, and she
I was going to say, I have my job offer somewhere, and it's on that letterhead. When
yes.
They offer
Oh my God! And when artists see it, some of them are like, "Oh, I hated seeing this." Some of them are like, "Great." And I actually gave this out. I've been giving this out for a few years.
For a while,
but Mitch, who should I put for the 4th one? Should it be Thor? Should it be Hela?
Hela would be good.
Okay.
I was going to say like Lady Sif, but I get it. She doesn't have a lot of fancy stuff. Hela would be the best, man, because she's got those antler horn things. Or you could do Surtur, the guy who destroyed Asgard with Ragnarok.
Yes. All right.
You could do a Destroyer. You know, the guy that
Destroyer. Okay. All right.
You could even do.
I'm going to let you pick, Mitch, because I don't know. I have no creative ability at all. So,
not to drop any names, but I was at Walt and Louise's house on Tuesday, and he's got a lot of beautiful art in his house. Like not just his.
Next year? Will he come back next year? Will he come back next year?
Probably.
Okay, so that's it.
I'll tell you in a couple of seconds who's going to definitely come back.
Okay. I like the Destroyer.
I would do Hela.
Hela. Okay, that's
that helmet fits.
You've completed the set.
Why don't you have a Thor though, buddy?
Because it's too obvious.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Okay,
it's too obvious. You know what I mean?
Do Hela. Or who else? Is it the Destroyer? The guy with the machine guns?
Yes.
He doesn't really have a lot of head things. I think.
No, that's Executioner.
Executioner.
Oh, I'm going to go with Hela because she was awesome in the movie. So, all right, Mitch, you have decided what my 4 are going to be, and obviously 3 out of 4 at Terrificon.
Well, this will make Chin happy. This little tease right now. So I get a letter from Courtney Eastman saying how much they enjoyed the show, and then she goes, "Oh, we're definitely going to put it on a rotation. Can we come back in 2026?" And I'm like, "Wait, that's next year." So I wrote her right back, and I said, "Well, I usually don't have big names back to back, other than like Scotty Young or Claremont. Usually I try to stagger it, try to keep it fresh, like every other year." And then she goes, "Oh my goodness, I can't believe it! 2026 is next year." Okay, so we'll forget that. We'll definitely come back 2027. So if you're alive in 2 years now, kids, Eastman will be back. So that will give Chin another chance to buy that original art cover from Kevin Eastman in 2027.
I'm going to start saving now, and I'll be able to afford it.
But for next year, I'll just do a couple because it's still a year away, and I know no one's going to remember. And I already mentioned Claremont's coming back.
Okay.
Who did I just talk to the other day that I want to let you know?
Look at everybody's like, wait, everybody's
that. No, not everybody's got to be earth shattering, but Phil Hester's coming back.
Okay.
Phil's a good guy, and I want to see. I hate doing this now because it's 11 months from now, and you're not.
I know. I get it.
I'll remember.
You want an actor's name?
Yeah, yeah.
Tyler Mane, who was the
really
that's Sabretooth, yeah.
X-Men. And he was also in horror movies. He was it Michael Myers?
He's Michael Myers, yeah.
Plus he's like 6'9" or something.
He's a very tall man.
So that's an actor. I usually don't tell actors ahead of time, but I also have Dietrich Bader, who's coming. He was the voice of Batman on the Brave and the Bold.
Batman Brave and the Bold.
And he was Rex Kwon Do in Napoleon Dynamite, and he was in the Drew Carey Show, and he was
Office
in
Space. He's in a ton
Office Space. So he's a big comic guy, and
Dietrich Bader is awesome. Like I can't.
Oh, and for Chin, because he's a turtle guy. Now I had the live action turtle guys this year. Next year I have the voice actor turtle guys coming from the original shows back in the day. It was a Barry something.
Rob Paulson.
Barry. It's not Barry Gordon, is it? No,
Barry. Yeah, it is. Yep.
Was that his
Gordon,
name? Yeah.
Yep. There's Cam Clark. There's cool.
Well, they're all coming, buddy. So they'll be there.
Man.
So that's and what other actors can? Well, I don't know. I do know, but I'm not going to tell you. So
that's okay.
Comic wise,
I think he was supposed to come this year, but I remember there was a change up or something like that. But I talked to him at Heroes, and he said he was coming next year. Is David Finch coming?
Yes, because there was a little bit of a screw up, and yes, yeah. So David will be back.
Sweet,
David's a good guy. Who else can I tell you? Well, Chris Giarusso, he's my buddy. He'll be back, but that's not you got.
Uncle
you guys.
Al? Uncle Al.
Uncle Al's always there if he always wants a spot.
I drive him insane. He's like,
I know. No, but he's funny. He drew me a nice Firestorm and Human Torch.
No, I have
a lot. There's a lot of people.
Very funny you say that, Mitch, because I have some of your hauls coming up. But we have somebody joining us, and one of the greatest guys in the community picked up a massive book. So let's get Lunch Money Comics to join us. Mike, how are you?
I saw Lunch Money first day. He bought a Grail. I saw his video. I watched that the other day.
A lesser known character from the 60s. No one's heard of this character.
No one's heard of this character, right? Mike, the Italians made you a deal you couldn't refuse, huh?
They did. They sold it to me like that. A couple of Italians from New York. Yeah, I couldn't really put it down. So
my God, it's unbelievable.
Mike Carbo throws you an offer. You don't say no. So
yeah. No.
Was it Carbonaro?
It was. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When Mike is in any of my videos, even if I don't show him, everyone knows him from his voice. They hit me up in the comments. Hey, that's Mike Carver, isn't it? Like,
absolutely.
Very recognizable.
Very recognizable. Mike, thank you very much for joining us.
Sorry I'm late. I've been in traffic for hours trying to make it here.
It's okay. Thank you very much for hanging
Mitch
out.
I got to say hi and tell him how wonderful a show. Listen, Mitch, I tell everyone I go to a lot of shows. I can't sing the praises high enough for Terrificon. Not only is it the best show in New England, it's one of the best shows in the entire country. You can't beat the venue, obviously. Mohegan Sun is just a destination con.
Agreed.
Unbelievable. But the people, I mean, every year I think it can't get better, and it does. It absolutely gets better. You never cease to amaze, and this year was the biggest and best. And just props. Tip my cap to you, sir.
Well, I got to do a suck fest sooner or later, so thanks for keeping that part.
I'll be there for that as well. Don't worry.
No pressure. Every year, everyone's like, "How you going to top this?" I go, "Shut up." They're like, "What?" I go, "No."
Well, it's funny. So I went to Heroes Con this year for the first time.
How was that?
Comparison. I mean, it's a great con. I mean, it's ludicrously big, like almost too big.
I know.
Like size wise, it's probably 2.5, maybe
probably
even 3.
2.5. Yeah.
How big the arena is.
And it was funny when I was listening in the car on the way here. You guys are talking about line management. Yeah, I've been to a lot of shows where I don't know what they're doing. It's dangerous. You don't want to be there. Heroes does a great job because it's so big. You guys do a great job simply because you do a good job managing it.
Shit, what I just do?
What'd you do, Otto?
No, I don't know. I don't know what I just did.
I got it. Otto, stop.
Oh, he's back.
He's back. Get me out of here.
Bro, we do such a good job, except for this show.
Yeah.
What would you do if I wasn't here? You were supposed to be right.
I'd be screwed, dude.
We would have hit the mountain.
I'm like, holy God. All right.
No, but thanks for saying that stuff, Mike. I know. Well organized. I hear it all day. Well, it's so well organized. Like, what does that mean?
It makes the biggest difference, honestly. I mean, when people are there, they spend good money to be there and meet people. They want to feel like it's not a hopeless situation. And that never happened. Even when you're in a long line, it's not that insane.
No. But like the aisles, when you go down aisle 100, 200, 300, like you got people with strollers. You've got people.
I know.
But Mitch, you can go. I'm going to tell you, and I really, really appreciate this, and I understand. You don't sacrifice space this way for the vendors because you know that people are going this way.
I know. Trust me. Like, let me tell you, my guy looks at it and goes, you know how many more booths you could put in here and make money? Because I got this wait list from here to, a mile long. And I go, no, we're good. I like to keep it so you can navigate. And I'm like, yeah, but you could literally put a whole other row and make another $20,000 or $30,000. I go, don't tell my wife that, please. Because she's like, why aren't we doing that? So it's
funny you say that because Tom Bliss, if you're watching right now, he came. I think he's got a family of 5, so 3 little guys and his wife, and they came down, and they're there all weekend. And now I have a family of 5, and I understand like what it's like to take 3 kids and a stroller and navigate all this. And I've done all that. I've been there. You know what I mean? And it's just you just kind of get through it and make it happen. And they were absolute troopers.
Yeah,
as far as the enjoyment of everything that went on there. So I mean, it's the venue, it's the walls. Mitch, did you sell the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
No,
I know exactly.
My son sold it, and I was like, because I saw this photo of this guy who, he's like, I even got this. So I called up Spencer. I go, what the hell happened? He goes, this guy was a big Turtle fan, and he wanted the sign. So I was like, yeah, buy it. And I go, and what else? He goes, and then I sold the Captain Carter one. I go, wait a minute.
The 2 new ones?
Why? The 2 newest ones, I just made those and then stuff because I've noticed as I put them out, I go, hey, where's the Fantastic Four 1? Where's the Amazing Fantasy 15? Where's some of the where's Batman Detective 27? What's going on here? And then my kid's telling me that, when I'm not looking at the end of the show, he'll sell them off to people. I go, 1, I don't think we legally can do that because we don't own the license. 2, stop doing that crap because now I got to go make new ones to put it up.
You know what? He actually did it last year too, and I was like, you know what? If you had a Turtles one, I'd buy it. Then he had the Turtles one this year, and I was like, oh damn, I'm gonna try to get that.
Man,
it was already gone.
They're 6 foot by 4 foot. Where are you putting that?
Where are we gonna talk about hoarding?
I don't know.
Mike, you got to agree with this. We're running out of space. When Mitch first jumped on, I go, what is the definition of hoarding? Are we hoarding? No. And Mitch goes, it has to be all over the place. It can't be if it's
this is like hoarding. Organized. This is not hoarding. It's borderline.
Mike, would you agree we're not hoarding yet?
Oh yeah, no.
I think I've come to hoarding. I mean, if you lose track of things, you're hoarding. But if you know where everything is.
Yeah. No, my definition, Mike, is if you start collecting like dog feces and like old newspapers from like 20 years ago, then you're on the edge of like this thing.
I'm not going to show you that room then. I'm not.
Okay, all right. Now, as long as there's like a path, you can still get out if there's an emergency. You're okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Awesome. So
and wait, I have a question. Who has storage units?
I did. I got rid of it because I didn't want to pay those fees.
I have one for the show. That's where Thanos and the shirts, they're all red. But I do squeeze some of my junk in there too. Like, put some boxes of books in there. Why not?
Thanos breakdown? That's a big piece to fit in a storage unit.
Thanos is in a 10 by 15 storage unit somewhere in Norwich, Connecticut.
Right, but how big was Galactus compared to
Thanos? Is like 13 feet, I think.
Massive, Mitch. Massive. Now, does he automatically win the cosplay contest?
No, he wasn't. No. The guy that made it was one of the judges, though. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was the same one that was in San Diego. People are like, "Is that the same one?" I go, "It is the exact same one."
It's oh my God, amazing. And then the Herald was walking around with a hat on.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh
my God.
Make sure he didn't step on anybody. It's great.
Yeah. No, that was the actors were getting shots with that. I saw them walk through the actors area, and I saw them all come out and take pictures of it.
Mitch, was he the Hulkbuster? He did the Hulkbuster.
He was the Hulkbuster. He was Bumblebee years ago, and
okay,
yeah,
all right.
And this was a new thing. As soon as I knew it was him, I was like, dude, you got to bring it to the show. So,
all right,
it was impressive though.
Mike, how many days did you do it at TF?
I can only do it once this year. I mean, which killed me. I did Heroes of the Big Weekend Destination. I had a busy weekend with the family, so I had one day, but man, I made the most of it. That was a
was that the Saturday? Because you showed up Saturday for the party on the floor, right?
Oh, I was hanging out with Scotty Young at like 1 a.m, so it was a long
wait. Was this at all Tom's Urban Bar? They never left there.
Yeah, Tom.
Why did I go there?
I like lunch money, so we can tell that story, and I'll follow up.
Usually, we eat at Tom's Urban on Saturday with the staff, but this year I took him to the Roadhouse, and I never left the Roadhouse. I stayed there all night. Damn it!
Tom's is like a lot of places at Mohegan Sun. Like it's a breakfast place, it's a lunch place, dinner, it's a bar, right? They just kind of transform. Last year, that was where we met, Walt Simonson.
Well, I know. I remember that.
And then this year, we were down there, hanging out, and Scotty Young walks in, Humberto Ramos, and and he was such a cool guy. Like, he actually hung out with us. We traded stories. Yeah. Him and Josh of Buzz Comics are both from the South, so they were just telling stories.
Oh, really?
Stuff they did back in the day.
That's
very entertaining. Yeah, it was a good time. He spilled his wine at one point on my buddy Brendan's shoes, and he said it was a remark. So that was kind of fun.
Oh, I heard about that. And then,
give you an idea of how it was. So, that's why this con's so cool, because everyone's staying there. Magic happens all the time. You bump into people.
No other show like it. I think I might have told the story in my video, Mitch, that literally, I think it was Friday night. I was out with my buddy for his bachelor party and stuff like that. He was riding the bull and everything like that. And all of a sudden, I hear from behind me, go, Chimo, and it's you. All the next thing I know, I'm sitting at a table with shots in front of me with Ming Chen, Nicole Jelenic, Joel Jones coming by. I was like, what is happening right now? This is great.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was there. Yeah, okay. I was like, wait, when was that?
Okay. It's just one of those shows.
No, you know what? And it's funny because I'm going to New York and my wife says, oh, are you staying in the city to go to all the after parties and hang out with everybody? I said, you know what? It doesn't happen that way. She goes, what do you mean? I said, New York is so spread out. Like, people are at this hotel, they're at that hotel. You're not really going to bump into anybody lots of times. Once that show's over, it's done. Mm-hmm. Maybe Baltimore, because it's not that spread out and they're like in 2 or 3 hotels nearby. So if you hit the right hotel, you will see all the artists and writers hanging out. But no, Mohegan, it's like a walled city. They're all in there. So
it's all
they're
one spot.
And the actors too. If you want to bump into some of the actors, you can see that as well. So
I mean, elevator rides. Like you bump into people in the elevator on Sunday when you're leaving. Everyone's leaving, so you're going down the elevator with Al Milgram and stuff, and you get to chat. Like they're just all right there on top of each other. It's pretty cool.
Okay. Josh's Comics is asking me about Paul Dini. That's in the works. Paul Dini's in the works.
I would. Right. Otto has to stop touching buttons.
I don't know what's happening.
Stop
there.
touching buttons.
Look, Bruce Timm, highly unlikely. Okay, because I've asked, and he doesn't really do shows out here. He doesn't do shows anywhere really. So
I have one more funny story actually, Mitch. It has to do with you. So the night before I'm going to Terrificon, Chinmo sends me a text.
Oh yeah.
Goes, what time? You gonna be here tomorrow? I said, yeah. Mitch says you need to talk to the manager of the Ninja Turtles actors.
I do. Yeah, the guy came and sought me out and said, where's Mike at Lunch Money Comics? And I said, I don't know. I'll go ask Chin. So
I had zero context to what the heck that meant. So
this was Friday night at the bar. And
you never got in touch with him?
Well, I did. So I figured out he reached out to me. He's also a rep for a lot of different actors, including the voice actors of the Thundercats.
Yeah, he is.
He wants to get. Yeah. So he reached out to me and gave me some giveaways for my channel and stuff like that a long time ago. I put 2 and 2 together as I'm like 2:00 in the morning. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I finally pieced together and met him the next day, and that was the story. So it eventually got to me. So thank you, Mitch, for
no.
It got to me, but small world kind of stuff. It's just that's again the type of show it is. It's kind of cool, right?
That's the guy I'm working on. He's friends with the cover artist down south. Help me out here. He does a lot of monster covers. Steve or whatever. He's got really nice art style. You guys know the name. He does a lot of Spawn covers. He does a lot of Dynamite covers.
Oh, the Dynamite guy, yeah.
Yeah. What is his name? I can't think of it.
All right, let us know in the chat, you guys. Help us out right here.
It's very colorful, very bright colors. He paints all these covers. He's got a line of Universal Monster comics out there. He
Mark Spears?
Mark Spears?
Mark Spears. That's who I was trying to get.
Really?
So Mark Spears, trying to get next year. Yeah. The guy that did the Turtles is best friends with Mark Spears. And it was like this close to happening, and then we just couldn't get it to work. But I was trying to bring him up, so maybe next year.
Yeah, Scott knows everybody. He reps so many guys from his agency. I mean, he's hard to know. We can get anyone there you want, pretty much. So
no. Cool. It was good. So yeah, I'm trying to always get new talent, and I saw the Spears guy, and I'm like, that's pretty cool.
Nice.
That's awesome. So I want to talk about some of the panels that were just amazing, and then I want to talk about what happened with me in that panel, because it is all about me and this channel and stuff like that. But Mike, did you get to visit any panels at all? Did you get to enjoy any of them, or no?
One day I was I didn't have enough time. I did live vicariously through everyone else's footage.
Right. Mitch, you moderated a panel. I heard you were a little
I did the Karen Allen one, because I said I've been waiting 20, 30, 40 years to talk to Karen Allen by myself.
You might have been blushing a little bit. I saw
no. And I said, there's 300 people in the room watching it, but I just sat up there and said, this is it. Let's just go. I had no notes. She goes, how did you know all this? I go, I've been stalking you for a long time.
The fact that you did the shots, though, I'm so happy that you did the shots.
Well, I was trying to do real alcohol, but I was told at the last minute not to do it. So we ended up with iced tea. And we couldn't even get real shot glasses. We got stupid plastic.
It was still cool, though.
It was cool, but I was trying for better. I wanted her to drink me under the table. But no, she had a great time. She was like, this is so much fun. She'd never been to the show before, but she was like, oh, I'll come back whenever you want. I'm like, all right, that's cool.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Man.
And then how about when you met Haley Atwell again, right?
Let me just explain. People like, oh, hasn't she been here multiple times? I go, no. Those were all from other shows. That was from the old Boston Comic Con 10 years ago. The other one's from Wizard Philly up in the corner. The bottom one was from last year's New York Comic Con where she signed her contract. And then finally, there's Terrificon. I just happen to be wearing Terrificon shirts all the time. And no, she was never there before, but she had a great time and stuff. And she hung out with everyone as well. And short round, Ki Kwan was there.
Yes.
So, yeah.
It was wild to see. Ernie Reyes, all the Turtles guys. Like, I had people coming just to meet those actors. And I guess this is a good segue to talk about Turtles, maybe. Like, should I
go for it? I'll tell you that Brian Toshi hasn't aged a bit since the 80s.
Oh my
God.
It's
crazy. Looks exactly the same.
And it looks exactly the same. I'm like, dude, it's been 40 years. What's going on here?
Yeah. All right, Chin. I got Mother Teresa. I got to give my Catholic guilt out. I've given a video. I've talked about it before. Like, give me a full screen so I can explain to everbody what happened with this.
I was like, where are you going with this? I don't know exactly what you want me to
do.
No,
I know where he's going with it.
And please go back.
Highlight this guy, man.
Please go back on 3MIB. And that's why I'm wearing this Teenage Mutant, the 3MIB Turtle shirt. All right. So we all know that Chin was tasked to run the panel with Kevin Eastman.
Thanks again, Mitch.
Yes, It was amazing. And it was on Sunday, and we all planned on it. And all the 3MIB family were there, and we wanted to record it. And we just all wanted to be there and support Chin because he worked very hard on it. Mitch believed in us. Thank you very much, Mitch, for believing in Chin to do this with Kevin Eastman. Somebody that, if you guys know, Chin is all Turtles all day, right?
Yep.
And I understand that. And if you know my story behind the Turtles, I had one of the first 3,000 copies in my hand. I didn't like it. I said, this is ridiculous, blah, blah, blah. I could have paid my kids college. And I have said that story to everybody that I know. I have said that story after year after year after year. But then I attended the panel, and it was organic as organic can be. And it was just like last year when I met Charlie Cox and he autographed my brother Brett's Daredevil comic that he drew, wrote Daredevil 1, blah, blah, blah. It's about being organic. That was amazing. And this is absolutely what happened. So Chin's getting set up. Kevin Eastman comes out. You can watch the video, blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to tell you from my eyes and from what I saw as a 54-year-old adult, when he started talking about how he borrowed money from his uncle, they borrowed $1,500. They made 3,000 of them. He lived in Maine. He spent time in Connecticut. He was all over the place, and they created this. I said to myself, oh my God, this man is one of the most humble people that I've listened to. And some creators, and I'm not going to drop names, can be very pompous and very arrogant and blah, blah, blah. But he was so humble and such a New Englander. And when he said New England is our home, my home, I was like, oh my God, I need to apologize. I need to apologize. So fast forward to Chin does a great Q&A, talking about and listen, I'm going to tell you this. I never knew that it all stemmed from Daredevil, you guys. And there's other people that I know that say that they didn't realize that it was the ooze from Daredevil that went into the basement and, Shredder and the foot was the hands and the
never knew that.
I never read a Turtles book, Mitch. I never knew this. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not the only person in my group that said that. Like, it was amazing. And then how The Last Ronin was an ode to the Dark Knight. I get it, but it was amazing. So I sat there and I said, I have to go up. I have to go up and I have to apologize. I got to get this off my chest. Catholic guilt, Mitch. Catholic guilt.
Oh, I know that feeling.
Yeah. So a few of my homies that I know, some of the younger guys went up and asked questions, and I stood up, and as I walked up, I had my boys behind me. I looked at Chin, and Chin goes, "Oh my God, what the F is he going to say?"
I knew exactly. The second you stood up, I was like, he's going to tell Kevin Eastman that he hated the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Well, no. So hated, but apologized. So I went up and I'm looking right at him, and he, again, the humility, the one-on-one, like just realistic, like what it takes to do this. I looked at him and I go, Mr. Eastman, and you can check this video out. And I go, I'm sorry. I am sorry for not believing in you. I told him this whole story, and I started to get tongue-tied, and I could hear my voice cracking, and I talk all day long, and I was really nervous. And then I started repeating myself, and I go, I gotta go. I gotta tap out. I'm sorry for not believing in this. Thank you very much for everything that you've given, whether it's all these characters and I left, and I walked over to my friend Justin, No Good Comics, who was recording it, and I go, how nervous was I? He goes, you sounded nervous. I go, dude, I need to go get a drink. I'm out. It was such a come to Jesus moment.
Oh, wow.
I can't explain it to you, because that is something that, and all my friends, everybody like in my group, they love turtles. And I had to get this off my chest. So, and I'm telling everybody that watches this now and on the rewind, that's how important that was to me. And it didn't happen until I realized how cool Kevin Eastman was. So that being said, what an amazing time. What an organic time. And Mitch, thanks for bringing it, dude. And Chin, you did a hell of a job, man, because it was pretty awesome.
All right. So from now on, the guest list is going to be made up of other people that Otto's hates.
No.
Just bring on your hate list, and I will bring them all. John Byrne, I'll get him.
Oh my God. It was so wild. And I just like, I got to get a drink. And I haven't, and I'm going to tell you guys this, in the comic book world and all the geekdom and fandom stuff, I haven't stopped talking about this, because that's how important this was to me. He was amazing, so down to earth, so humble, such a cool guy. And then we became best friends on Sunday night, and I'll save it up for another story. So,
well, that's weird. I got an email from Courtney with a picture of him. You said, never let this asshole in the show again.
Exactly.
Actually, Saturday night when we had our show on the floor, I was at a signing with him and Barry Gary, and we were hanging out for a while. Awesome.
Yeah.
And I knew he was on my floor because we rode the elevator down that morning. And he's like, oh, I might have to go up to the room for a minute. I'm like, I'm going to be honest with you. I do a YouTube channel. There's going to be about 20 to 30 drunk people up there, and don't
get scared.
I literally told him, don't go. I'm like, just go to dinner.
You should have let him go. It would have been great if he popped up on the show, like special guest Kevin Eastman.
And he was like, thanks, I appreciate that. I was like, no problem. I was like, it's my channel, and I'm telling you.
Man, they would have been like in shock. They would have been like, oh my God, Elvis is in the building.
Because I literally him and Courtney walked from the signing to, I showed them where the restaurant was. So I like literally walked them out, and I was like, no, don't go upstairs. It's my show, and I'm telling you, don't go.
I see somebody posted Doug Jones walk through your show.
Yeah, that was John Ross was talking about.
Yeah,
that's every year we get somebody.
Right. Mike, how many people do you think were up there? We had like 35 people.
It was crazy.
Too many? Definitely too many.
I'm surprised they didn't bust you. I was like, what is happening?
I get nervous because what has happened.
Because let me tell you, the Mohegan watches everything.
They watch everything. I know that. But I started to get nervous because like it's become a come on and show off stuff. And then it was loud. Like I've got to get like signs that say shh in the crowd.
They'll be like, bro, you're on a freaking hotel floor. You're not like in a studio.
Like, oh my God. And
then what though? I've thought about it. If I gave you guys a panel room to run that, it wouldn't have the same energy because
it's not the same.
It's not the same. It's like guerrilla podcasting. You're in the middle of a freaking
and the irony of it was it was the 9th floor at 9:00, right? And you couldn't like script that anymore. And Mike, you had so many people show up there, like it was wild.
I felt bad. In retrospect, there was an ambient noise issue. How many times did you guys?
We're gonna work on that. I'm okay with that.
We were just happy to hang out and show each other stuff that they got.
That's what the whole.
Of what you guys.
I love watching it. Let me just tell you, it is so insane. It's like a Saturday Night Live comedy sketch where it's like another guy comes out and you're like, what is going? Who off to the camera? And then when you did the pullback and I saw all those people. I was like, oh my God. What were they doing? Just standing? People probably thought there was like an attack or something.
No, like it's
it
was
wild, crazy, but it was fun to see it though, man.
No,
but
it was,
and like I said, it's that type of stuff that doesn't keep me up at night because, oh no, am I worried about the big bad show that's $1 billion organization with, Harrison Ford up the street? No, I'm not. Why? Because I got the 3 MIB guys on the 9th floor partying like an Animal House, I'm not worried about the other nonsense,
Yeah.
Couldn't do that.
Very funny story about 3 MIB. When I went at the last day. Yeah. Somebody came up to us and had a signature that had a 3 MIB shirt. And they were like, Scotty Young thinks 3 Men in a Basement is like the funniest thing ever. So I'm like, all right, let's go. So I went over, I had him autograph some stuff, and I had a 3 MIB shirt on. And he goes, 3 Men in a Basement, really? And I go, yeah. And he goes, that's the best thing ever. And I go, really? And he goes, I love like stick like that and blah, blah, blah. And Scotty Young, this was the first time I didn't read him last year. What an awesome dude, man. Like, what a good, fun guy. And he was done with his SIGs, but he goes, come back with your stuff. And I'll take care of it. So that was awesome,
Yeah.
I do want to say one more thing, Mitch. At the end of the show, Mark Silvestri, when people were packing up,
he was still there.
He was still there, Mitch. He had 30 people.
I know. Yeah. I was there. They were flipping they were flipping that place so fast because they had another show coming in. Because that's the thing. It is what it is. It's like a train schedule. It's like Terrificon's over. Bang. Get everything out of here. We got the next show coming in. And I was there the next morning getting Thanos and the rest of it. The whole place was told. You never know. You wouldn't even know we were there at 8:00 at night. I took a picture when I was leaving, and the place is completely empty, and there's just a couple vendors like getting out the back door. There's no trace of us whatsoever, like we were never there. But it's like that. And at 5:00, Karen Allen's sitting in the little green room in the back with the actors. They're throwing the drape over. They're taking the pipe down. They're like, come on, we got to go. She's like, oh my God. And she ran out. And I'm like, leave Karen Allen alone. But Silvestri stayed.
He stayed for so long. I'm telling you, there was nothing around. Everything was broken down.
And I know, buddy.
Everybody. He waited. It was amazing.
Eastman was there on Saturday night till like almost 10:00. I think like 9:30, 9:45 he left. He was set up out of his panel room. He went to one of the smaller rooms.
I was with him at that signing.
Yeah, and it was insane. But he made sure everybody. And then I heard he was there at 8:30 in the morning on Sunday, bright and early, starting again because he did a podcast with somebody else, and he just started signing books because he had so much, fandom there. I was like, wow, this guy's, and his line never stopped. It's like every time you walked into that side room, it was just a constant line. And then CGC was there, so people were getting their stuff dropped off. They were getting graded or whatever the hell they were doing over there. But that thing was nuts. And then Scotty was there, so that side room was like its own convention. I mean,
that was wild. That was good.
It's like a lot of stuff going on over there too, man. So yeah.
I do want to ask Mike. Mike, your book, your heroes book, the X-Men book. How many more SIGs did you add on that?
I added.
You got one you were waiting for a while.
Englehart on that one, right?
Englehart I got on here. Docenti I got on here. Docenti was the one I was most excited to meet. I talked to her for quite a bit. I cut a lot out of the content just because it's personal. She was wonderful. She says, they're kind of sad to go to comic shows because, you're all over the country. You don't necessarily know people. But this one, she says, quickly becoming her favorite because a lot of people, they are like the Simonsons, and she loves the setting. So it was wonderful speaking with her. She's a lovely person, and she really spoke highly about the show. So
she's already hit me up like, I'll come back anytime. Whatever you guys want me to sign. This is great. I'm like,
that's awesome.
Yeah, she was great. So I hope you have her back. Same Silvestri, same thing. Everyone wanted to see him, sweetheart, like Otto said.
Well, what's funny about Silvestri? I tried to get him, but he was exclusive to another show for a couple years, so I had to wait till his exclusive contract ended. But I would go see him at some other shows, and not to speak out of turn, but he didn't have anybody. You could literally walk up to him at these other shows, and it was like, "Are you serious? This is Mark Silvestri," and there wasn't a big crowd. But at our show, like Chin said, this guy, every time I looked over, the line never stopped. And I was like worried because I had Key Kwan, I had the Turtles and him. And I thought on paper, it'll work. But when reality came into play, I'm like, oh my God, we got 3 flowing traffic things, but we sorted it out. But,
I would say, other than maybe like Eastman and Scotty Young, him and Claremont had the 2 longest
Claremont,
lines.
always, yeah.
Well,
And
Simonson as well.
Watt is busy over there, and then Romita Jr. We had a
JR was,
Starlin was still busy. People like, Jim comes every year. You go over there, Starlin's got a line of people too. And I'm like, well,
I actually when I used Noah Broke Boy gave me his VIP pass, because I got a dual autograph of Silvestri, but then I got Claremont as well, and I felt like kind of bad using it. There was only like 15 people left. Like the line they capped it already, kind of thing. But I went right in, and I was like, sorry, guy. Actually, Cybo, they let me cut Cybo, which I thought was very funny.
Oh, really? Okay.
But then he started talking to me because he's a talker, and he signed stuff. And I was like, I just want you, I've talked to you before because Gambit's my all-time favorite character.
Yeah.
And then he goes, funny enough, he was actually supposed to be with Kitty Pryde.
Yeah, talk about that. Hold on a second. That's a big move right there. Dude, that's a big deal.
Wait. Gambit was supposed to hook up with Kitty Pryde and not Rogue?
Yeah.
Really?
He literally just drops that, and I was like, oh, go on. And I didn't want to be a dick to everybody else, so I literally just kind of scooted around the side of the table as he's signing.
I've been reading comics 50 years. I never knew that.
And he went on for 20 minutes about all this stuff that he had planned for him, Gambit and Kitty with Storm and everything else. And I was like, this is incredible.
All right, I'll answer Colossus Collector's thing. Leonardi was here last year, wasn't he? Rick Leonardi was last year, I think.
Last year, I think, yeah.
I had Adam Kuber at least 3 times in the past. Yeah, Adam I've had, because I know there's Andy. I might get. Wait a minute, which one did Wolverine Origins? That's Adam, right? That's the one I had. I had Adam, yeah. So I haven't had Andy. I might get Andy next year, and Steranko I've already had. And whilst I've asked Portaccio to come, but he couldn't make it, but I'll ask him again next year.
Okay.
I'm slowly getting all the Image guys, right?
Yeah, right.
Sienkiewicz is on my wish list, Mitch.
Sienkiewicz is
I've talked to Bill. I talked to Bill in Italy twice, 2 years in a row. He used to live in Connecticut. He knows. He's
he West Coast, Mitch Sienkiewicz?
He's West Coast now. Yeah, he used to live in Stamford, Connecticut, but now he's been in the West Coast for like 12 years now. But it is funny because I'll see him pop up in the Terrificon group page on Facebook, and I'll see Bill liking stuff. So I know he's watching it. And then I know Chaikin had lunch with them last week or the week before after he got out of Terrificon. And he goes, it's funny you should mention Bill because your name came up at our lunch thing. So hopefully, if things work out. The problem with Bill is it's not his problem, but he does San Diego. And it's 2 weeks before, and he gets swamped with commissions like up the yin yang. So for him to like just leave for a couple of days to come see us, then to go back, he's just going to make a bigger backlog of work. But I am trying to get Bill out here. So
I have a very funny story about San Diego and everything. So the Reese brothers, right?
Reese is Rare Comics, right?
They're comic, and they were great. But they do all the big shows. So they went to San Diego, and they travel out, and they blah blah blah, and then they come to Terrificon, and Greg Reese grabs a cousin to show up to Terrificon. And I see Greg at the gym in the morning, and I'm like, hey, how's it going? He goes, this move was the best. He goes, it took me 20 minutes to get inside. This is the best. And I go, you're going to tell Austin, your brother? He goes, I'm going to tell Austin it sucks coming here because I want to come here all the time because it was so easy to move in versus San Diego and going back and forth. So the vendors were so interesting to hear when they talked about the move. And Greg was like, tell Austin this place sucks. You're not going to make any money, blah, blah, blah. But here I am working out. I've already moved in. I'm already set up, and I can't wait. So really wild to hear that from the vendor standpoint about setting up, Oh
no, I mean it's an easy load in. I mean it's like ground level. You come in, you set up, you go home.
Yep. No, and then when you're done, you're just done.
I mean, nobody wants anybody to be pissed off before the show starts. So it's like, let's make it as easy as possible.
I know.
No, I hear horror stories about loadouts at other places because they've got to wait for union guys and there's one elevator and they can't get through. And then they
I will say I saw Heroes Con. I saw the aftermath because I helped Buzz break down his booth. And there was literally one elevator, and I'm not exaggerating to you. Every vendor in that place, I was like, you're waiting at least an hour to get up that
elevator.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm very fortunate to have the cool venue that I do. So, but I don't want to move. Because I had one of your video review friends there said, "Oh, I want him to go to a bigger place. Why can't he go to the Connecticut Convention Center in Hartford?"
No,
I'm like, dude, why would I do that? One, you'd have to pay for parking.
Yep.
The people would have to, I don't know what is 10, $15, whatever it is. It's free on-site parking at Mohegan. Two, you can literally walk outside the expo door, and if you turn this way, you can go to Game On. You go straight, you go to Pepe's or the other place. You can go to Krispy Kreme's. You take a left, you can go to the Tiki Bar. There's why would you go anywhere else? You literally can go to 50 places. Or if you want to go play some slots or poker or craps, you could go do that. Or you want to go to a comedy club, go do that. You want to go shopping? Go. Why would you go?
They're all there. Like everybody's there. Mike, you got to agree with me on this though. Like having everybody in that area and just like, I mean, it's wild, right? Like it's just amazing. I mean, Mike, you met Walt last year having breakfast, right? Mm-hmm. And then this year, any interactions that you want to just highlight?
Just the Scotty Young mostly. Again, I do conversations during the signings and stuff, but the Scotty dropping in on us was kind of unexpected and cool. And again, he's such a down to earth guy for as big as he is. I mean, you wouldn't know it. He could have been any dude at the bar.
No, you're it's like that's it. And we tell people, listen, again, we are the biggest, pro.
You're the biggest. You're my apostles. If I had
that's right.
Saint Otto, Saint Chinmo.
Yeah, Saint Chinmo, Saint Otto.
Patron saint of Comic Cons.
Yes. But it's just wild. And I know, people were coming from Canada. They came from California. They came from
Barcelona, for goodness sakes.
Like for this. And it's just amazing to see. Maybe we talk about some pickups. I mean, do we have anything available? I mean,
I don't think Mike bought anything.
I have a minor character I can show off. I don't know if any of you've heard.
All right, Mike's going to drop the hammer right now because
let me give you a proper highlight.
Yeah,
highlight this guy, man.
Wrong one. Damn it. Sorry. There we go.
All right, fine. Again, from Mike Carbo, Mike Raphael, Spineworks. This book was there. I got the offer. I couldn't refuse. Use the hand gesture and everything. I'm Italian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Anthony Stark, I think his name is Tin Man.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. First Iron Man.
Wizard of Oz, right?
Wizard of Oz, yeah. Best presenting 1.8 you will ever see. Spineworks. Again, he handed this to me. I'm like, I don't get it. Detached cover, split on the spine. You'd never know. It will slip perfectly. You can't see anything. It looks like a 5. It looks
God.
When you showed that to me, I don't really grade stuff, but I was like, this is not a 1.8. How is this possible?
No. And this is cool because I brought this down to the bar with me afterwards and I met up with everybody.
Did you really bring with you?
You're walking around carrying a comic book?
So, running in some cases. Unfortunately, I second guessed myself afterwards. I was like, what was I doing? But I'm down there in the bar, handing this around to people, showing it to Scotty Young at 1:30 in the morning. But this is a big purchase. I didn't expect it to happen, but you never know. Terrificon, things happen.
That was big lunch money. That was.
It's not lunch money. We gotta stop calling it that. This was Mike as the collector as an adult bought this book. It has nothing to do with lunch money.
That's a lot of milk money right there.
Yeah, this is The jokes happen online whenever I buy a big book. This is French Riviera, filet mignon and lobster.
So we have seen that book in person, and Michael Raphael came on the show because that was one of the highlights of the 9th floor at 9:00.
Yeah,
and I can't believe how clean the book is.
That is a nice copy.
There's no chipping.
There's a little bit of chipping on the top. That's
still though. The corners, you can't tell it. Mike, congratulations on such an amazing book. Did you absolutely?
Now, does that complete a run for you? Were you trying to get that?
No. This was so impromptu. Again, wish list, pipe dream. Someday I'll have one. It's just the turn of event, the way it happened. It just happened again. I had a low number in my head. I'm not going to make the offer. I don't want to lowball Mike and Mike. I respect those guys. Carbros walks over to me and says, "Are you going to give me an offer?" I said, "No, I don't want to offend you." He says, "I'm going to give you an offer you can't refuse." And I said, "I don't think you can." And he threw out a number that was $1,000 lower than the number they had on the bag. And about $500 less than
not 100. Hold on a second, Mike.
1,000 less.
He dared me, basically. He said, "I bet you I can make you take it home today," and he was right. So,
God, that guy should sell cars.
Dude.
Oh yeah, he sells.
He might. Congrats on that, Mike. And I just want to know. I've seen that in hand. That is like proof of life because he showed that off.
No, I got to start seeing it for next year's Terrificon because I'm out of lunch money for the time being, but that's okay. It was worth it.
Okay,
absolutely.
All right.
I got a question for you. Would you ever want to have this show open late night? Because one of those video shows I was watching, they go, "Why doesn't he have like a midnight madness sale? Like you get the vendors back at midnight till 2 or 3 in the morning." I go, one, I'm friggin' tired. Yeah. Two,
who would do
everybody's
that?
out doing stuff unless you got some people that are going to make some alcohol fueled purchases, which might not be a bad thing.
See that the hard pass.
I think the way everybody's doing stuff, because half the fun of the show is after the show ends.
Yeah, I know. So, that's what I'm like. What do we
honestly? If you're going to change anything like that, anything, this is like really even pushing it.
Yeah,
do one more day, and that's pushing it.
One more day, huh? Well, I had people say, why couldn't we open Friday morning at like 10? I go, bro, we're open at 12:30. What's 2 hours at that
And
point?
I'm not saying do that. I'm just saying if you do want to change up, that would be the direction I'd go over. Like
Thursday? Well, see, but
I personally like Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I know because I could do like a late night Thursday. I don't know, man.
Right there. There's a Bob saying like a dealer preview Thursday or something.
Oh, a deal. Well, okay, Bob. Yeah, that makes sense. I could do like, I guess, a dealer night, but then wouldn't the average fan feel like they're getting left out because they know all the good books are being bought up?
Well, you could do it. I know a lot of places do like you get the preview night if you buy like the weekend pass. Like you get like 3-day pass, you get.
So regular attendees can come in and check things out.
It's not just like vendors.
So so if we did it 4 to 8, we have load-in starts at like 12. So
that's the thing.
I don't know, man. They would never be able to get all their stuff together in time. You know.
Yeah, it'd be a big push on the vendors.
Yeah, I know Little Giant does it, Bob, but Little Giant's a 1-day show.
Yeah, it's a lot different.
Okay, I mean they're done. They're one and done, by 3, 4, or 5 o'clock on Saturday. Yeah. So
I think the venue hurts you, Mitch. If the venue's so good, it's hard to have something open at night because people are going to want to go.
I know that. I had a discussion with a guy about an after party Wednesday, and he's like, "I could do it. I've been doing it 35 years. I'm a DJ. I could really bring people in." I said, "Listen, I know, but a lot of the guys, like you guys, they want to go out and talk about, the trophies they found, the rewards, and look what I got. Look at my 1.8. I don't think they want to go dance around to, house music and have, juice drinks. I don't know about that.
Everybody's kind of doing a thing. And then even like, because even if you did like push it to a lot, I mean, the people next to us, people didn't set up next to us, like the artists and stuff, the vendors weren't there until about half an hour before the show opened. Like,
really?
A lot of guys
on Friday.
Yeah, a lot of people were showing up at like 10:30.
I thought like 80% of it was set up Thursday night. I was surprised how much.
A good amount, but I know for a fact that like at least part of like Artist Alley area, a lot of people showed up. Like,
I mean, I could keep it open later on Thursday night. I mean, I could have the door open till like 10 or 11 o'clock at night. I don't know. We could talk, but because I do hear you. I mean, other than somebody wanted me to take the convention center that I do GamerCon in and run like GamerCon and put anime and stuff down that end of the building and then run Terrificon at this end. I'm like, dude, what am I going to go back and forth with a golf cart all day trying to run 2 shows at once?
You don't want to split it.
I don't think you'd have the same overlap because the people I get for GamerCon, honestly, they don't come to Terrificon. They're into video games and Pokemon and Magic the Gathering. They're not.
But you would be just absolutely.
Oh, I'd be done. I'd explode.
And you know what? You have it. You have Terrificon in August. You have GamerCon in March. It keeps you busy all year round.
I know. And then somebody asked me, why can't I do a 1-day show at Mohegan, like early on, like February, December? I'm like, I don't know. 1, it's winter. 2, people are doing stuff in the winter. They got the holidays and stuff. And
don't make
Terrificon. I mean, if that's anything that I've watched about this, it's all about timing and planning.
Yeah, don't do too, because there was a show years ago. You guys will know up in New England, and they started doing 2 shows a year, and that was like the death knell.
It killed it.
Yeah,
it killed it. Exactly. It used to be once a year. It was. I'll tell you what it is. I don't care. They're not in business anymore. Super Mega Fest.
Yep, they're gone.
every year just before Thanksgiving, and it was like a destination, and everybody would set their calendars by it. And then they started doing one in April and one in November. So it was like, well, which one do you go? And it wasn't really different. And
same thing.
Just
it became too watered down. It became too watered down,
and that was the end of it. It only did it like 2 years like that, and then they left. So
that's why the flop is only once a year. All right. So anything I don't know. We always have it in May. If you want to come to the 3MIB.
Well, I mean, honestly, you and I know I go to CliffCon. There's a lot of good local shows. You're going to that one up in Franklin or whatever that park is. There's a lot of I got King Con. Everyone tells me to go down to Jersey for
Greg puts on an amazing show.
I don't want to step on those toes. I mean, leave him, let it be.
I mean, and again, something that I always talked about is, at least in our group, in my group of friends, I mean, it's enjoyable money only goes so far. Like, you know what I mean? Like the comma club, when I mean comma, I'm talking about like finances. I'm in one group. I'm not in another group. I don't know what other people do, but I like to keep that together. So,
honestly, I factor that in when I do the actor guests. I try to make sure we don't have too many high price actors, because I realize if you're spending $300 on an autograph, that's $300 you can't buy a comic with.
Right.
I know it's different audiences, but sometimes, you'll come in for a comic, but you'll bring your daughter or your wife wants to go meet so-and-so. And it's fun for the whole family, but it's money. So, again, I can't go buy an Iron Man 1.8 if I just got, 10
I got to buy for $30 for parking, right, Mike?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, this is just awesome, you guys.
30. So, I mean, go to New York City, brother. It's like 60 to 100 for a day. You know,
I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. I see all this, and it's all about economics and what you can do and everything.
It is.
Again, we have believed in this, and I've got like pictures like 2 or 3 years before Terrificon. My kids dressed up as the Incredibles. Center, and it was just.
I remember that.
Oh my God! And Neil Adams, and just to see it. But Mitch, I mean, the governor makes Terrificon Day. Like, you've got a giant.
Oh yeah, there was that. That was cool too. Yeah. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, the Governor Lamont of Connecticut declared August 8th to the 10th Terrificon Day in recognition of all the, celebrating the arts, celebrating creativity. But there was a line in there too, helping economic growth in the area too, because you got to think about it. Mohegan makes money. The hotels make money. The restaurants make. I mean, there's a lot of people that come together for that day. Yes. The vendors make money,
right? The servers make money at the restaurants. That's what
everybody. I mean, there's a lot of like things that happen besides our comic books and autographs and stuff. It affects a lot of people. So that was kind of.
So Mike showed off some of his stuff. So Mitch, what about this right here? Where did
that I was walking by Bob McLeod on Sunday afternoon.
This is awesome, though. I want to tell you, Bob killed this.
And he stopped and he said, "Hey, Mitch, do you want anything?" And honestly, guys, I've been doing this for so many years now. I pretty much have like everything I've always wanted, so I don't really ask for anything. So he goes, "Oh, isn't your dog Harley?" I said, "Yes, it is." So I got that Harley Quinn from Bob McLeod, which is a cool thing because I don't usually collect Harley. Everybody knows I'm the Captain America guy. So it was nice.
So here's your Captain America.
Those are actually almost Captain Terrificons. I got Chris Campana did the cover of the program, and then Tom Ryan did the one in lower, and then the other three there, those were Chris Giarusso. I used those as the poster and the postcard, and then there was a Spider-Man one he had done for me back in 2019. He forgot to give it to me, and then on the bottom there, that's Jim Turnus. You can't read it, but he made like an Archie Comics kind of cover where Captain Terrificon's sewing somebody's ripped pants.
Right on the butt there.
Right on the butt there. It's kind of like one of those risque covers. And then Chris Aminga, he gave me a cap for my collection.
Cap at the top. Yeah, that's
awesome. And I got a bunch of caps this year too. You got more of those? I think I got
I pulled these up, but I had one where you had somebody did the red brown Batman Captain America.
That was
I apologize, I don't have that.
Russ Braun. Oh yeah, Russ Braun did me the red brown cap. I got a Frank Cho Captain America, even though Frank wasn't there, but I got it from our friend Anthony Snyder at Anthony's Original Comics and Art, whatever it is.
All right.
So I got some there.
So this was one of them. This was
Johnny Romita Jr. gave me drew the Spidey head, but then he gave me a full-length Spider-Man, and then Scott Hanna inked it. Below you got Keith Williams did the Dr. Doom.
Oh, Keith,
Tom Darenick, who did this year's T-shirt, he did the Dr. Doom in the lower left, and then John Beatty did another Doom, and that's the Milgram Human Torch fighting each other. And then Humberto Ramos banged me out of Spider-Man in color real quick, and then Metamorpho was from Kevin Maguire, who I was picking on the new Superman movie. Going, why the hell is Metamorpho crying? And he put even a elemental man can cry. Mitch, why are you doing so?
He did my booster gold for me this year and killed it.
Did he really? Yeah. Kevin's a cool guy.
Who did the full color Doom? That's awesome.
Oh, that was Keith Williams.
Williams.
It's not a comic show without Keith Williams.
I know. I always say legally you can't have a comic convention without Keith there. He's always weird. No, he's a great guy and he does great work too. So if you ever need a commission, go to Keith. He's very affordable. He does great jobs and stuff. Yeah.
I wish I had more pics of the stuff that I pulled up, but I do have a quick video, probably 2 minutes, of everybody that I could probably grab pictures of and snippets and everything like that. So let's just spend 2 minutes checking out this real quick video that I saw. And Marilyn Monroe, oh my God!
Oh my God!
Here we go. All right.
Years, yeah.
Oh, here we go. All right, let's see if I can do this right. Here we go, Chen. Open room, right? How do they turn this into what you're going to see probably 5 minutes from now? Is awesome.
Thinking on it.
I know.
There was 22 people in that photo. I counted them when they were on that floor.
Really?
So I think structurally they had to like reinforce the floor. I mean,
that wasn't even everybody. Some people had to leave.
Oh, there was a guy taking the picture too.
And then like when I had to put the room back together, people were like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "You guys, this doesn't organize like this." But I got to tell you a very funny story. So at the end of the weekend on Sunday night at the bar, there was 2 individuals that I started talking to. And actually, I looked at the bartender and I go, "Oh my God, do you know who that is?" And I looked at Justin, No Good Comics, and I go, "Oh my God, you know who that is?" So I start talking to this individual, and I say to him, "I'm very sorry. Again, I was at your panel, blah blah blah." And he goes, "Okay." And then he looks at me and he goes, "What are you talking about?" I go, "You're Kevin Eastman." He goes, "No, my name's Keith Eastman. And I don't know anything about what you're talking about." And I go, "What?" And he was joking. And that was like, he's like, and then Ernie Reyes wasn't Ernie Reyes. And I was like, what am I missing here? And he goes, no, I'm Kevin Eastman. And I appreciate that and everything like that. So really funny. But again, to your point, Mitch, Terrificon, they were there hanging around. Yeah. And I said to Kevin, I go, "Coming back?" He goes, "I'll come back every time I can." And it was You know what I mean? That was awesome to listen to. You know what I mean? So I'm not selling the Keith Eastman story as funny as
for a brief moment I thought you did get weird. I'm like, wait, what happened now?
No. But like the whole Keith Eastman thing, he was like a turtle handler, and Kevin Eastman. So I'm not selling the story as funny as it was, but it was pretty wild. So I mean, just great times had by everybody, right, fellas?
I had an absolute blast. I think I said in the video, this was the busiest I've ever been at a convention between Friday, Saturday, the panel Sunday. And I just, honestly, I think I said I mentioned this in the video. I had a small medical condition that.
I heard that. Yeah.
I'm good now. Everything's great. But I powered through, and guess what? I would do it again in a heartbeat.
I remember last year, poor Gary had like
Gary had to leave.
Collapsed lung or something.
Oh my God.
He had to leave on Sunday. Mine wasn't that serious.
Well, it's funny. We got to watch out because was it 2022? I can't remember. Maybe it was 2022. I had a torn retina 2 weeks before, 2 or 3 weeks before the show. I didn't know what it was. I was walking around and I had just gone to the eye doctor. Thanks, eye doc. And he did my checkup. And the next day I'm walking around and I see like little black spots in my vision. And I thought they were like a fruit fly, like moving, and there's nothing there. And then I had to drive up to upstate Massachusetts to film the commercials where I think, which one? Oh, it was when we did the Captain America elevator scene.
Oh, that's so bad. I love it.
So I'm doing that and it's getting blacker in my right eye, like somebody squeezed black ink in it. And I'm like, this is getting a little weird now. Like I'm getting strands I can't see. So I have to drive 3.5 hours back home. And I come home and I tell my wife, I said, I'm going to call the eye doctor on Monday. Something's going on in this eye. So I go to the eye doctor. He looks at it and then he's like, oh yeah, could you go to another doctor across town? I want him to check it out. And I don't know what's going on. What had happened is the back of my eye had torn and I was hemorrhaging in that eye. That black stuff I saw was blood in my vision. And I'm like, what's happening? So I go to the other doctor and he's like, well, we're going to have to put a laser beam. I'm going to have to seal the back of your eye, cauterize it. And, hopefully and then he goes, hopefully you don't lose your vision. And I'm like, what's happening? And then I go, when are we going to do this operation? Like, I'm thinking weeks from now. He goes, oh no, I got to do it in the next 15 minutes because if you go another day, you're going to lose your eyesight. I'm like, what happened? So then when the surgery's done, they don't tell you. I'm literally holding on to some like metal grips as they put this thing in my eye, like something from Clockwork Orange, so I could not blink.
Yeah, unbelievable.
They shoot a laser into my eye. Yeah. And bro, they go, you can't feel any pain. Let me just tell you, there's tears running down my eye because I could feel this heat in my head as it's burning my retina. And I'm like, oh my God. And then you can't see. They didn't tell me that. So I was literally blind in this right eye for like a day or two. Freaked me the out. I was like, oh my God. And then here's the best. I couldn't move my head for 1 week. I had to sitting up because if you put down, pressure would build up. So I had to sit with my head in a chair and I could not look at anything. I couldn't look at a TV. I couldn't look at a monitor. God. I couldn't look at a phone because if you moved your eye back and forth, it might open up the stitches or the wound or whatever. So I had to stare at a blank wall for a solid week. It was like the most thing. And my kid and my wife were running the website and they don't know how to run websites or do anything. And they're literally telling me, what do I do, Dad? Somebody's asking about a flight. Somebody wants to know about their table. Somebody wants to, and I'm literally staring straight ahead. Tell them this. Who is it? Oh, it's Otto. F that guy. Don't do shit for him.
No, that's it. Triple.
So, and I'm literally, and then they take me back. They go, okay, it's starting to do well, but you still can't really, dude, I was this close to being Nick Fury with an eye. People thought I would have been cosplaying, but I was like, oh, so that happened.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Mitch. I feel like you could pull off an eye patch.
I probably could with the hair. So then this time, days before the show, I started seeing little flashes of light and I'm panicking and I go, oh no, it's happening. Because of course I go to the internet and look up flashes of light and torn retina.
Right, you're blind in 2 hours.
That's retina detachment. You're fucked. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, I can't. I've got to do the Karen Allen panel. Haley Atwell's coming. I can't miss this. Kevin Eastman's coming. Chinmo's doing the panel. So I got to do it. So I went to the show. I was a little worried this whole weekend about it. And then I went to the eye doctor on the Tuesday I got back. And he's like, yeah, no, you're fine. You're how long were you working on the computer? I go, from 6 a.m. to 2 a.m. He goes, what day? I go, what day?
Months.
It was like that for 2 weeks, 3 weeks straight. He goes, wait, you were getting up at 6 a.m. I go, 6 a.m. I was on my email, working on the website, checking flights, checking shit, doing all this, and then going to bed at like 2, doing that every day for about 3 weeks. He goes, okay, 1, you're an idiot. 2, you were basically like dry eye. You weren't having enough.
Really?
He's like, you can't do that shit. I go, but you don't understand. It's Terrificon. Lunch Money Comics is depending on me. If I don't do it, he can't get his 1.8 sales of suspense. So
there weren't any flight issues this year, from what I understand.
No, thank God.
Joe Jusco had a great flight from what he said.
Remember the year or two before when Jusco was there last? There was like this tremendous lightning storm, and the wind was coming in, the water.
My God.
And then last year, Charlie Cox, we had like one of the worst rainstorms in Connecticut in like 100 years. And people's houses got washed away, and
Canadians couldn't leave. Like,
oh yeah, and then there was oh my God, every weather thing's this year was like nothing. It was good,
perfect.
Man.
Right,
beautiful.
So it almost makes it like, I wish something crazy would have happened, but
the weird. Everybody's talking like, wow, what an uneventful show. They go, what? I go, no, it was good. It was good.
It was good.
But there was no craziness behind the scenes. I'm like, yeah, let's not wish for craziness, okay?
We had a Hanson concert.
We had the Hanson concert. That calmed it down.
There was a big country concert too, because Friday night
I saw these girls walk around in cowboy boots.
Everywhere.
Yeah, there was something going on there. Yeah.
So I want to give a shout out to my buddy Luis and Rachel, who stood in line with me at for Walt Simonson for forever. They're great people. I'm gonna put their information and everything. Louis has his own YouTube channel and stuff like that. But we had free tickets. And you know what? I'm going to give a shout out to my entire team. Like when I say the entire team, I mean everybody that helped out with 3 Men in the Basement. I looked at the videos today. We gave out over 3 days over 16 different items. Like we gave away, like we had raffle after raffle after raffle, and they're all gone. It was amazing.
That's how you know you're not a hoarder, Otto.
Yes.
Because if you're a hoarder, doesn't give shit away.
Okay. No, so we gave a ton of stuff away. And then as part of what I think is really neat, we were given all these tickets. Like we had like 4 tickets for Hanson.
Really?
Tickets. Yeah.
Mohegan, you gamble enough, they'll give you anything.
But I was like, let's take those and give them away. So my friend Rachel and Louie were behind me, and I said, thank you very much. And I spent 2.5 hours. Chin, I waited in line a long time. I really did. I know. I did.
Oh, I know.
I did. And and after 2.5 hours, you tell everybody your life story. But I realized the demographics, and they were here all weekend. And I was like, if I gave you guys tickets for Hanson, would you go? And they were like, yeah. And I'm like, because they were here. And so 4 tickets, they had a great time. It was awesome. We gave away the tickets to see the Rush cover band, which played for 4 hours.
There was a Rush cover band?
Yeah. They were playing it.
Oh, on Saturday.
On Saturday.
Wait, they played for 4 hours?
They played for 4 hours. It was
Rush has quite the catalog. So
No, I get it, but when did it start?
It started at 7. They went from 7 to 11, from what everybody said. And they didn't stop. There's Lucifer right there. All right, my God, that's awesome. All right, Louis.
You know what? Awesome. I've stood in line with him before, and you don't have to lie. It sucks.
No, come on.
Good on you.
Look, but that was just a lot of fun, and it was just so much fun to give away all this stuff. And you know what? So many people donated stuff to us. They were like, "Here, give this away," and it was just an amazing time at the booth. And I was at the booth a lot. Chin, defend me on this.
You were there. I spotted him a couple times.
Thank you.
No, I wasn't there at all on Friday because I was so busy. Saturday I was there, but dealing with the medical issue, and then Sunday the thing that gets me is the panel. I was like, all right, guys, I have to go do this and everything, and everybody knew. I go in, a little bit early. I go in with Kevin and stuff like that,
Oh, you're on a first day basis with
the whole thing was all three of them were going to stay at the booth because, you know, it's not fair that one can go and the other ones can't. And Otto, I walk in and Otto's there and I was like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, who's
he's like,
watching the booth?
He's like, I'm going to record it. I was like, oh, okay. And then he records it. The videos are up. And then he gets so nervous doing his thing, he leaves to go to the bar.
Yes, I left. I panicked. I'm telling you.
I was like, there's no video. And I get back to the booth after the panel.
Wait. What do you mean there's no video? So he didn't record it?
He cuts it off halfway.
Yes, so I got to reach out to the other guys, Mitch.
Wait a minute. You left Jinmo's panel unrecorded because you went to get a drink?
No.
I think it's time for an intervention right now. I think it's time for a 3
I go back to the booth and I was like, where's Otto? Because I was back at the panel. They're like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, he was in the panel, then he left.
Yeah. After I gave my admission.
Yeah. You had to go.
Right. But the other guys that were recording it, they kind of were like, your phone won't pick up the audio and blah, blah, blah. We're recording it. And I forgot who those guys were, but I'm like,
was it the Splash Page guys?
Yes, the Splash Page guys. So they have it all. So I got to get a hold of them. They have the whole thing, but the phone picked up fine. But I was like, but I got to tell you, Mike, I bugged out a little bit, man. I had a little hero fandom when I was like, all right, I gotta go. Can I show you guys what I picked up real quick? And we're gonna kind of wrap this up as far as what was important at Terrificon and what I got, because I did pick up OA, Chin. I did pick up OA.
I know. I half of it. You bought the other half.
Original art.
Yes, I own original art now. All right. So,
I know that book. I wrote that story.
Yes.
I own the pencils.
Oh, do you?
George, you got the colored. I got the pencils.
Put this in the program and happened to throw in 3MIB. And
I noticed that. Yeah, you're in the background.
A little cameo right there.
Yeah.
So I definitely picked this up. So this is my first OA piece that I've ever owned. The Christmas card.
You don't have to show off the other two guys, and that's okay. That's fine.
No, it's okay. That's okay. You guys. All right. The Christmas card added
more cards.
Yes, Jonathan Hickman is on this now, so there is no more room.
Did you get Annie Senti?
No, I did not.
Oh my God! Okay. What the hell? Hickman wasn't even working there back then. Jesus Christ, Otto! Did you get Silvestri?
No, because he was too busy, and I tried to talk to him. He was too busy, so I don't even know.
Not for that, he would have just stopped everything for that. I'm sure.
So, but I did add Hickman to the Christmas card, and
did you get Englehart?
Oh, Englehart's been on this since years ago.
Did you get McGuire?
McGuire's on it. I've got Bob Badansky. I've got,
Did you get Bob Wyachek? He was there.
The Wyachek's on this, absolutely. So, I mean, the last
is Louise Simonson.
Luis was one of the first ones because I started this in Baltimore.
You get Humberto Ramos.
Humberto Ramos is right down here. It was awesome. So again,
I'm trying to think, what other first timers were there this year?
Humberto was awesome. Jonathan Hickman was great. And I had Joe sign it this time because I missed him.
Jusko? Yeah.
Look at his signature right there. Oh my God.
Yeah, Joe Jusko.
Yeah, right. So the card it's wrapping up. You know what I mean?
It doesn't have an Anisenti or
the back cover is still pretty empty, Otto.
Yeah, I know.
No, I don't want to put on the cover though, because I wanted to have it open up. Okay.
All right.
You know what I mean? So I want to open up. But I want to talk about two covers that I had made. So as you guys know, I've been into these covers like the Jean Grey. I did 13 copies of Jean Grey and different characters. Yep. Now I've switched and I've gone to my other girl, that Harley girl. You know what I mean? Everybody's got to have their redhead. Now I'm going on to my bad girl, which is Harley. And I wanted to start with the person with Ron Leary, who started my first book. And Ron is amazing. It's amazing. And this started at Free Comic Book Day. And I wanted to start something new. And what a better comic to start with than X-Men 101, right?
Okay.
And so I grabbed an X-Men book, and it said From the Ashes. And I wanted to have Harley in the center of it. and Ron put this together. So this is
that's sweet.
So Harley is pulling the ooze down on, and you can see, and when we talk about it, Catwoman, Penguin, and Cesar Romero.
Penguin. Yeah. Joker.
So this was really
that's nice.
Yeah, it's awesome. So this was the first one that I went with, and it's awesome because it says a new beginning. It says, from the ashes, Harley, Daddy's little monster. I thought was really neat. I did a second book. I can't think of the guy's name, so I'm not going to bring it up here. I'm going to save it for another video.
Was he in Artist Alley or was he in the Comic
Alley? And he did such a great job, and I'm going to show it to you. And this was
it Jason Ulrich?
A bald guy, like, oh my God.
Was it was it painted?
No, it was
okay, because there was Dan O'Gill. Dan O'Gill was a new guy.
I'm gonna find it right now because I'm so embarrassed.
Is there a signature on it?
I can tell by the art. So
we'll figure it out.
Diedlinger. Oh my God!
Put it up so we can
put it up. Let me see.
So this was my version of.
Is it Higgins?
No, Dan Needlinger. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. I don't know this.
Is it Needleheimer or something like that?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I did a video with him. He did a great job. But this was supposed to be. This is an homage to Crisis.
Yeah.
With Superman holding
Supergirl,
and I had Harley holding Phoenix right there, and she says she has the power. So. Dan Needlinger, am I saying that right?
No, that's right. There's a Daniel Needler. Yeah,
he was on a corner and he was awesome.
Yeah,
this was only $100. $100, a hundo.
It's colored and everything. Yeah,
colored. It was all completely done. And the Phoenix, and I thought the Phoenix would be fun to have the sun behind it. And there's Harley.
It's nice that you're supporting the side guys because a lot of people will go, "Oh, I can't get a John Romita. I can't get whoever." I'm
so many.
There's about 100 other artists right over there.
Mitch, we are. I got to tell you this. I mean, for all intents, we are big on that. We are huge at 3 Men in the Basement on those guys, right, Chin?
Oh yeah.
You never know who's going to be the next J. Scott Campbell or somebody else. I mean. Yeah, get some early art, buddy.
It was I was with shout out Planet Mayhem. Actually, very quickly, shout out to our good friend Amazing Murfinator, because in my video I misspoke. I said Planet Mayhem gave me a book. It was actually Amazing Murfinator. Murph, I love you, buddy. Thank you.
It was Murph.
It was a long weekend. I'm sorry. But I was with Planet Mayhem and was doing a jam piece on Spider-Man. He's like, I need someone that can do something good. I was like, follow me. Brought him over to Ryan Brown. RGB.
Oh, Ryan Brown's great.
Yeah, he did an awesome Rhino for him. Noah was doing some stuff with Ryan Santos. Tom Ryan is always killing it down at those shows.
Yep.
I mean, he's not so much, a smaller artist, but I talked to Mike about this. David Wenzel.
Wenzel. Yeah.
Wenzel. I always say Wenzel for some reason. I mean, for those pieces, if you saw my videos, well under $100 for those pieces, which is insane.
Dave's old school. He was in Marvel in the 70s, man.
Yeah, insane the stuff he does.
Yep.
There is very affordable, amazing options out there, guys.
Yeah, and
he's known for those Hobbit books. He does all those.
He did a Smog last year for me, so he did a Gollum this year, and then he did a self portrait. It was Gandalf, but it looked like a self portrait.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mike, is that a treehouse beer right there? Is that one of those fancy treehouse?
Those were earlier. I'm drinking a seltzer now.
Nice.
I have stuff to do tomorrow morning. So
no, I hear you. So you guys, an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. We've been hanging out. What a great time. Maybe we could just bring it all together and just, go ahead, Chin. You got something to say, or no?
Give a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
I was going to say you don't want like a group hug or something like that.
No, we get. This has just been awesome.
I'm not making this up. You can look it up in my comments to prove I'm telling this true. Someone wrote my comments after Terrificon. Now that I've been to Heroes Con, if I could choose only one to go to, which one would you pick? Now that's not fair. I live in New England.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
But even if that wasn't the case, I said, as great as all these other shows are here, Baltimore is great. The location, the destination. You cannot beat it. I talked to people, like you said earlier, Mitch, people from all around the world I bumped into who first heard about it through a lot of the YouTube channels, stuff like 3 Men in the Basement stuff we did last year. And everyone says the same thing. Like, they've never seen a destination like this, and you do a great job getting people. So if I had to choose, gun to my head, yeah, I choose Terrificon every single time.
I love it.
I'm biased, but absolutely. I will never miss it. I could sell all the comics behind me, and I would still go to that show every single year.
There you
that's
go.
Awesome, Mike. That's awesome. And Mike, I'm so happy you joined us tonight.
Yes,
when I was like trying to get people to kind of hang out with us. And I understand it's a holiday weekend. I understand it's a Friday night. But listen, I wanted to talk about this because it's very relevant right now. And we've all laminated, we've all like thought about it, we've all processed it, we've talked about all these great times. And I mean, I've watched so many videos. Mitch, the guy that does the acoustic song, I tried to find it about Terrificon, was just great. Have you guys seen this?
Yeah, it was really good.
I mean, Mike, have you seen it?
Not yet.
No. What I do, I honestly, I go to YouTube and I just type in Terrificon 2025, and then it shows me all these videos and keywords. So I'll watch them, and I see all kind of like families coming, first timers coming, and then this dude was there with an acoustic guitar and just wrote like, "We're gonna have fun at Terrificon." Like,
it was so fun to hear, and I tried to get it together. So, but again, you guys. Friday night, the Terrificon wrap up. We can't wait. 3 Men in the Basement's been awesome. Mike, thank you very much for joining us tonight, man. I appreciate it, hanging out. Congrats on such a great book. And let me tell you, it's not the grade, it's how the book presents, dude.
It
is. 100%.
That's awesome. Chin.
Yes.
Dude, thank you very much, dude. You've just been killing it, having a great time on the channel. You're going to Western Mass. You did a great video yesterday.
I was gonna say, I mean, we're talking Terrificon. I already can't wait for next year. But next Saturday, I believe Mike will be there as well.
I will.
Western Mass, though. We'll both be out there having a great time. I already have a commission coming, which is great.
No, do you really?
Oh, yeah. Hit him up, talk to him today. But yep, we'll be out there next weekend. And it's, I'm now in the time where I'm like, all right, I'm going to hit up a couple of the shows and stuff like that. And then it's just full swing for Terrificon again next year.
And Jim, hey, listen, just so you guys know, it is right here.
There you go.
Don't tell us you don't know.
And you know what? And then look for 2027 when I'm doing another Kevin Eastman panel.
Okay, there you go. I love it. Oh, this has been awesome. Mitch, thank you.
Wow.
Well, here you leave.
I'm picking. I dropped action figures back here. I'm trying to pick them up.
All right, so hopefully I'll see you at Cliff's and we'll hang out for a little bit.
I will be at CliffCon. Yeah, I'll be there. Right. And then
we'll talk a little bit more.
I'm sure there's some people that hated it, so I want to find them because my wife says you're so messed up in the head. She goes, 99 out of 100 people tell you they liked it, but you fixate on that one person. Right. I go, yeah.
Preaching to the choir.
Making the hater raise. The one person that says,
yeah, I know. Like, what's that guy's problem? Because,
and he puts it on the forum, and he's.
Yeah. There's always that one guy, and I literally fixate on it. She goes, walk away. You've got a good rating. You got like an A+. I go, no. I didn't get a 10.0. I got a 9.8 or a 9.9. I want my 10.0. I want my
this guy that said this is the problem, and he's whatever. But oh my god,
there's always like one knucklehead that puts like some guess that's unattainable. It's like, well, Terrificon would be all right if they got
Stan Lee back from the dead, man.
Robert Downey Jr. and Steve Ditko. It's like, what are you, an ass? Yeah.
Yeah. That being said, oh my God, what an amazing night. Thank you, everybody, for joining us live. Thank you, everybody, for watching on the Rewind. I'm Everett Otto. That's my buddy Mike from Lunch Money Comics. We have the Grand Poobah Mitch, Mr. Terrificon himself from Terrificon. We had Chinmo save the day, bring it all together. We are 3 Men in the Basement. We are Terrificon. We are Lunch Money Comics. We are fans. And thank you very much for spending time with us. I'm Otto, and we're out. Peace.
Good night, Canada.
What's up, everybody? When you're watching this on a Rewind, we are here repping our boy TiVo, who is not here with us right now. LOTLB for life. You guys know it. We've watched it for years. We're all thankful. We miss him dearly. So on a count of 3, LOTLB for life. 1, 2, 3. LOTLB for life. We miss you, brother.